like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence up with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Mic check 1 2 1 2, man. And salute to everybody who continue to support the channel. I appreciate all y'all, man, who are subscribed, who got memberships, who's on the podcast, and I appreciate y'all that have donated to Cash App, PayPal. Show love, man. Salute. Y'all know what it is, bro. Listen, man. Y'all can hear me? All right, bet. Man, what a horrific day for Sean Diddy Combs, man. So today, as I told you guys, if y'all listening to the earlier video, Diddy found out in court, or not found out in court, but he found out recently that he has now been hit with a 5th. Let me count this again. The feds have hit Diddy with a 5th victim in this trial. Again, it started out as Cassie and 2 other people. Now it's 5 people that Diddy has been hit with. He has 5 victims now that are involved in this federal trial. As his lawyers mentioned the 5th victim today in court. And also, not only that, y'all, not only that, the 5th victim is mentioned. Apart from that 5th victim, you guys, the feds say their investigation is still going on in Diddy, which means they're investigating this guy for more shit, man. They're investigating this guy for more crimes, bro. This is crazy, bro. And I know everybody's saying, well, how are they just investigating him, everything him? Man, they already told y'all people been giving them proffers. You know what I'm saying? You can tell how the feds work. All you gotta do is watch other cases. The feds will break everything down around you to get you. You understand what I'm saying? The feds will break everything down around you to get you. Even Sammy the Bull went and told on John Gotti at the end of the day. So you think these regular people that was around Diddy ain't gonna tell everything, man? Imagine what they looked like when they got up in that interrogation room. They probably told things that we didn't even think that they supposed to be talking about. It's probably other celebrities that have, I guarantee you, other celebrities been mentioned that don't even know they've been mentioned in these interrogation rooms. Don't even know they're being investigated right now by the feds. They just come hit you when they hit you. I'm telling you guys right now, or they do know, they just ain't saying nothing to the public because they don't want the public to really start getting on their helmet if the public gets a whiff that they're getting investigated as well. So they keep it on the low. That's what a lot of these people do. They get a whiff that, hey man, you being investigated right now. They won't say nothing. And then if nothing pop off, then you never knew. If something pop off, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, it is what it is. But bro, this dude got a 5th victim, bro. Now his lawyers want a delay in the trial. His lawyers asked for a delay in the trial. I told you guys that they said they're still investigating this guy. I had some fool coming here earlier. They talking about something. Hey, Ticket, man, but I'm going to tell you something, dog. I don't think they got enough on Diddy. Nigga, what you mean? He already got denied 3 bails. $50 million bails, he got denied 3 times. That tells you all you need to know about what they got. They not denying you 3 times $50 million. They ain't got nothing, bro. What the hell is wrong with these people? These people just run around YouTube saying anything. I don't know what they're charging him with. Read the indictment, clown. Read the indictment. Hey, DJ Vlad, I don't know what they're charging him with. Well, read. You read everything else. I don't really know. They ain't trying to sit up there and act like he all important. I got a friend in the feds that told me they ain't tell you a damn thing. Because if they told you something, they wouldn't have told you that. Yeah, they said Diddy might get bail. You know, that's when you know he lying. Because Diddy already gave up his right to get bail. Look it up. It's in the paperwork. It's in the newspapers and everywhere. And it's in the paperwork. These dudes just be out here lying for no reason. They going to hell, man. I'm being honest with you, man. You lie, man. Thou shalt not lie, man. Thou shalt not lie, man. And I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. But now, here goes the whammer of the night, y'all. Diddy, there is an international publication now. Remember, they said this trial was international. There is an international publication now out of Brazil that they got a whole new documentary coming out on this dude now. And I'm going to put the link in the comments. I'm going to put the link in the comments. Documentary unveils P. Diddy abuse allegations with over 120 victims speaking out. Lord Jesus, have mercy, man. This is going to get super duper ugly. See, this type, and they say 25 of them alleged are unders. 25. I know you saying, Chicken Man, what you talking about, man? Man, listen, man, I was never capping, my G. That's the one thing you can do. You can always bet on ticket. I was never capping, dog. I was never capping, G. I just stayed solid the whole time. That's all there is to it. And as you guys can see, and I've been trying to tell everybody, and I'm going to read this article to you guys, right? I took the liberty to print out some of this first part of this article because it was so long. I'm going to read it for y'all. Unbelievable stuff. 120 victims speaking out. Sean Combs, widely recognized as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, or simply Diddy, stood at the pinnacle of the 1990s hip-hop scene, building an empire through his Bad Boy Entertainment label, collaborations with icons like the notorious B.I.G., Mary J. Blige, and ventures in fashion and media. His influence shaped music and culture, but a cascade of grave allegations has dismantled his legacy. Right? Arrested on September the 16th, 2024, in New York, Combs faces charges of trafficking, assault, R-word, coercion, with over 120 individuals, men, women, and blanks, reporting abuses spanning 3 decades. A new documentary called Diddy, How a Bad Boy is Born, streaming on Global Play, exposes chilling details through victims' testimonies, exclusive footage. Let me see if I put this right here. Through victims' testimony, exclusive footage, and accounts from former associates. Among the most harrowing stories, a woman recounts a 2018 incident where Combs allegedly held a KNIFE to her mouth, threatening to MULTI LATE her face and deport her. Detained without bail at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, Combs denies all charges as he awaits a trial set for May 5th, 2025, which could lead to life imprisonment. The documentary paints a stark contrast between his public persona and a hidden world of violence, marking one of the entertainment industry's most shocking scandals. This is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It goes on though. I ain't finished. The unraveling began in November 2023 when Cassie Ventura Combs, former girlfriend and singer, signed to his label, filed a lawsuit alleging a decade of physical abuse, R word, and forced participation in sex trafficking. Though settled privately, her case opened the floodgates, with dozens of others coming forward. Surveillance footage from 2016, released in 2024, captured Combs assaulting Ventura in a hotel, lending credibility to her claims and fueling federal investigations. The allegations describe a sophisticated operation, leveraging Combs' wealth and influence to silence victims through intimidation and payoffs. It goes on, though. It goes on. It goes on. Victims range from aspiring artists to employees, with some as young as NINE at the time of the alleged crimes. The documentary delves into Combs' rise from Harlem streets to global stardom, juxtaposing his charisma with accounts of predatory behavior. His so-called quote-unquote freak-off parties, described as defueled, long events, are central to the accusations, with claims of coercion, secret recordings, and violence. As the trial looms, the case challenges the music industry to confront its culture of secrecy and power. In the scope of the allegations, over 120 people have accused Combs of abuse, with allegations including R word, sex trafficking, assault, exploitation of M's. At least 25 victims were under the age of 18 when the incidents allegedly occurred, some as young as NINE, according to legal filings. The charges paint a picture of a decades-long pattern, with crimes allegedly committed in studios, hotels, and private residences across the United States. Prosecutors claim that Combs operated a criminal enterprise, using his businesses and entourage to facilitate abuses. Victims were allegedly lured with the promise of fame, money, or career advancement, only to face coercion and violence. The defense argues that many interactions were consensual, but the sheer volume of accusers complicates this narrative. The key allegations against Diddy have been sex trafficking through coerced participation in freak-off parties, R word, R word, and physical assault of men, women, and blanks, exploitations of teens, including 13 and 17 years, uses of DRUGSs, and threats to control victims. The rise of this music mogul was born in November the 4th, 1969, in Harlem. Sean Combs grew up amid hardship. His father, a local D dealer, was unalived when Combs was 3 years old, shaping a childhood of resilience. He found his calling in music, landing an internship at Uptown Records in 1990. By 21, he founded Bad Boy Entertainment, launching the careers of the notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and others, cementing his status as a visionary. Combs' flair for promotion extended beyond music. His Sean John clothing line, Ciroc Vodka partnership, and media ventures built a fortune estimated at $400 million. He mingled with Hollywood elite, hosted lavish parties, and earned accolades like 3 Grammy Awards. His influence made him a cultural force, often dubbed the king of hip hop. Yet early signs of trouble emerged. In 91, at a charity basketball event organized by Combs at City College of New York, led to a stampede unaliving 9 people and injuring 27 of them. Though not criminally charged, the incident highlighted his inexperience managing large-scale events, a theme that resurfaced in later controversies, triggering these allegations. The public unraveling started with Cassie Ventura's 2023 lawsuit filed in New York. She alleged Combs subjected her to physical beatings, forced D usage, and coerced sexual encounters with others from 2007 till 2008. A 2016 hotel video shows Sean Diddy Combs kicking and dragging her, corroborated her claims, prompting widespread outrage when released in May of 2024. Following Cassie Ventura's case, others emerged. Lisa Gardner, then 16 years old, claimed that Diddy and another man R-word her in 91. Another plaintiff, anonymously identified, alleged a gang R-word and 2003 at age 17. By late 2024, over 120 civil lawsuits piled up, detailing similar patterns of violence and manipulation. Combs initially dismissed the allegations as extortion attempts. After the hotel footage surfaced, he issued a brief apology, calling his behavior inexcusable, but later deleted it, doubling down on his not guilty stance. The mounting evidence, however, shifted. The mounting evidence, however, shifted. What you doing, girl? Hey, oh man, cut it out, girl. It says that it says the mounting evidence, however, shifted public and legal perceptions against him. It says arrest and federal probe. Nikki, what you doing, girl? Come here, sit down. Go ahead, sit down. It says on September 2024, Combs was arrested at a Manhattan hotel after months of investigation by the Department of Homeland Security. Charged with racketeering, sex trafficking, and transportation of prostitution, he was denied bail 3 times due to concerns about witness tampering. He remains at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, a facility notorious for poor conditions. Raids on his Los Angeles, Miami, and Florida homes in March 2024 uncovered 3 AR-15 with defaced serial numbers, over 1,000 bottles of baby oil allegedly used in freak-offs, and electronic devices with potential evidence. Prosecutors allege that Diddy ran a network that orchestrated abuses with employees, facilitating events and covering tracks. The denials hinged on messages showing Combs contradicting victims post arrest, suggesting obstruction. His legal team, led by Mark Anglifo, argues the charges are overblown, but the judge cited Combs' wealth and influence as flight risk, keeping him detained. One victim's testimony in the documentary recounts a 2018 assault where Diddy allegedly pressed a knife to her mouth, threatening to cut her face and deport her. She fled but remains traumatized, living in isolation with trust issues. Her story echoes others who describe Combs as volatile and controlling. Teenage victims add harrowing dimension. A 13-year-old claimed all were by Combs and others at 2000 after awards after party, while a 17-year-old reported similar at a freak-off event. These accounts, supported by witnesses, highlight the vulnerability of young attendees at Combs events. Men also came forward. A 16-year-old boy in 98 alleged sexual assault, and a former employee claim, harassment, and threats. The range of accusers, men, women, and adults, underscores the alleged breadth of Combs' misconduct. Central to the case are the freak-off parties, described as a multi-day event involving sex, D's like and and hidden cameras. Prosecutors say Diddy used recordings to blackmail victims, ensuring compliance. The parties held in luxury hotels and private homes, allegedly involving staff, coordinates logistics and security. Victims reported being given spiked drinks, leading to disorientation and assault. The documentary includes footage of such one event, showing opulence marred by coercion. Let me repeat this again. They're saying that this new documentary that's coming out includes footage of a freak off event, right? Such event, where it says it shows opulence marred by coercion. The scale of these gatherings, with hundreds of attendees over the years, suggests a systematic operation per the prosecution. The features of the freak offs were prolonged events that lasted days, D used to incapacitate participants, secret recording for blackmail purposes, and secret or security and staff enforcing control. Former employees provided damning accounts. A longtime bodyguard described a culture of fear with Combs, allegedly assaulting colleagues to assert dominance. Another bad boy staffer from the 90s said these rumors were an open secret, suppressed by Combs' clout. It also goes on to say Lisa Bloom, an attorney for one victim, noted the challenge of confronting Combs' power, his wealth funded legal defenses and settlements delaying accountability. Employees who spoke out risked careers, illustrating the barriers victims faced in exposing him. The documentary interviews reveal a network that enabled Combs, with payoffs and threats of maintaining silence. This dynamic allowed allegations to fester for decades, only surfacing when public pressure became undeniable. Combs' inner circle includes stars like Jay-Z, Usher, Justin Bieber, sparking speculation about their knowledge of his action, right? It said Jay-Z faced a related lawsuit for an alleged 2000 R word, which he denies, labeling it extortion, and no former charges linked other celebrities to Combs' crimes, and that was dismissed with prejudice. It says Jennifer Lopez, Combs' girlfriend from '99 to 2001, has remained silent. Usher, who lived with Diddy at age 13, recalled witnessing inappropriate behavior, but faces no accusations. Social media buzz, right, about celebrity involvement persists, though prosecutors focus solely on Combs' inner circle. Bloom suggested settlements protected other high profile names, but details remain scarce, right? It says the lack of charges against others, right? The lack of charges against others uh, keeps the spotlight on Diddy, though public curiosity fuels ongoing debates. The scandal has rocked the hip hop, exposing a culture of complicity. Bad Boy Entertainment, once a genre defining label, faces reputational and financial decline as artists distance themselves. Combs' contributions to music, like producing hits for TLC and Mace, are now overshadowed. Institutions cut ties. Howard University rescinded Combs' honorary doctorate and returned a $1 million donation. New York City revoked his ceremonial key, and Miami canceled Sean Combs' Day. Radio stations began editing his name from songs. reflecting a broader rejection. The Recording Academy reconsidered Combs' 2024 Grammy nomination, while artists like Keisha altered lyrics to erase his mention. The industry faces pressure to address systematic issues with calls for better protection against abuse. Combs is being held in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, a facility criticized for overcrowding and neglect. In 2024, it reported two violent unalivings and four self unalivings, operating with only 55% staff capacity. Combs is in a high security wing alongside figures like Sam Bankman Fried. His lawyers argue the conditions, moldy cells, limited medical care, are unfit for a pretrial detainee. Requests for transfer of bail, including a $50 million offer, were denied, citing Combs' potential to intimidate witnesses. The harsh environment contrasts with Combs' former lavish lifestyle, adding complexity to his defense. Supporters claim he's being unfairly targeted, but prosecutors emphasize the severity of his charges. Set for May the 5th, 2025, Combs' trial is poised to be a media spectacle led by prosecutor Damian Williams. The case will feature victims' testimonies, videos, and seized items like weapons and Ds. The defense plans to challenge witness credibility, arguing the accusations stem from financial motives. Jury selection, starting in April this month, faces hurdles due to Combs' fame. Pretrial hearings will address evidence, with prosecutors holding a strong hand after months of investigation. A conviction could mean 15 years to life, depending on the charges. The trial's outcome will ripple through entertainment, testing accountability for powerful figures. Its duration, likely months, ensures sustained public focus on Combs' fate. Jury selection is this month, April 2025. The trial starts May 5th, 2025, although they changed it to May 12th. Evidence hearings ongoing until March of 2025. Potential sentences are 15 years to life if convicted. Combs' case has reignited discussions on power dynamics in music. The Me Too movement gained momentum, encouraging victims to speak out. The exposure of quote unquote freak offs highlight the risk in celebrity driven spaces, prompting calls for stricter oversight. Support organizations reported a 10% spike in helpline calls in New York, with many citing Combs' case as an inspiration to report past abuse. The focus on unders underscore the need for better safeguards in entertainment, where young talent often faces exploitation. Public discourse shifted, with fans and activists demanding transparency from labels and event organizers. The scandal serves as a warning urging the industry to dismantle structures that shield abusers. Combs' legacy as a hip hop trailblazer lies in ruins. Bad Boy Entertainment struggles with canceled deals and artist defections. Projects tied to Combs, like a Hulu reality series, were shelved, and his business ventures, including Sean John and Ciroc, faced boycotts. His cultural achievements, producing classics and mentoring stars, are now footnotes to his downfall. The documentary ensures his story remains a cautionary tale, exposing the cost of unchecked power. The legal battle ahead will determine Combs' fate, but his reputation is already irreparably damaged. As victims find their voices, the industry grapples with his role in enabling uh, you know, enabling such conduct or misconduct. Man, so they got a new uh they say they got a whole new documentary coming on this dude, man. Man, this is crazy, bro. They said they got more people coming out speaking on the documentary. And as I told y'all, Diddy's been hit with a new witness, and the feds announced today. I told y'all this. They're still investigating this, which means they're coming with more charges against this dude. And I think this is what I think gonna happen. They're gonna start expanding their charges. because they're not doing all this investigating in the Diddy and only seeing Diddy. To me, they're just not naming the other people they're investigating. I think that will come later on. I think this is gonna be a drip, 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 drip situation, bro. Because there ain't no way these people getting in the rooms, giving up information, and ain't giving them everything they want, bro. I guarantee y'all, there's people that went in them rooms and start spilling out all these different names. I'm telling y'all this. They probably start telling names from everywhere, straight up. You probably start seeing names come out of nowhere, right? Shout out to Latasha and the Cash App with the donation. I appreciate you, my sister. Much love to you. But I'm just keeping it real with y'all. Y'all can feel how you want to feel, but I'm saying what's real. What I'm saying is real. You know what I'm saying? 1,000%. 1,000% what I'm saying is real. So hopefully everybody see that, understand that, realize that, recognize that, whatever it's got to be. But man, this thing's gonna end ugly, bro. And I'm telling y'all, I think a lot of people gonna end up going down, or if not, their reputations are gonna be destroyed forever. They ain't gonna be able to like, they're not gonna be able to work nowhere. Ain't nobody gonna deal with them. Like the people who I think that they get exposed in this, that took pleas and stuff like that, their reputation is gonna be ruined forever. It's gonna be people that lose their marriages, lose relationships, lose their family off of getting caught up in these allegations. I'm telling y'all, man. The feds say they still investigating this dude, bro. That's crazy. They still investigate, which means they're coming with more indictments. They're coming with more superseding indictments, man. So you know what happens when they come with more superseding indictments, bro? They getting ready to touch the soil on this thing, man. I'm telling y'all this, bro. Like I said, somebody came here earlier talking about, hey man, that means they ain't got no. It doesn't. It means that they already had enough. That means that this dude allegedly don't did so much. Damn it, they ain't even covered half the shit yet. They still coming with more and more and more and more ish. Like it's like they hitting this dude with more ish. So let's just say they hit him with all this discovery, right? But they only charge him for a couple things. They can add other things in that they've already sent him in discovery and add those charges, right? His discovery file was allegedly so big as far as evidence, bro. I'm just trying to tell y'all right now. And so what they're probably trying to do is they're probably looking at all the things they know they can get him on. See, here's the thing. This is what I think is going on, you guys. I think the feds have a list of things that they, pretty much feel like they can get a conviction on. Like, yeah, we can get a conviction on that. But the feds, they only want to go with stuff they know they can get a conviction on. Like 1,000%. They go in there, it's like it ain't even no way out. It don't matter what he say. We got enough evidence that they're gonna convict him. That's how the feds like to move. They like to have you all the way in, cinched in. Like they want to make sure you beat before they come get you. So that's the situation I think is going on with Diddy, man. I think that they got a lot of other cases. Like, trust me, they probably got a lot of other cases they get charged on Diddy and go to court and win. But they don't even want it to me. The feds don't want it to be a struggle. They want to go in there and they want to mop the flow. Point blank, period. And so everybody kept talking about, oh, this, that, and the third. See, here's the thing. As we get closer to the trial, I think you're gonna start seeing codees. What do I mean? Some of the people who's not gonna testify, a few of the people who's not gonna testify against Diddy, now I think they're gonna start revealing them closer to when the trial starts. I don't think they want to reveal them too early. I think they want to pull them out late. See what I'm saying? So, like I said before, so it doesn't have the vast effect on the trial. You know what I mean? You know, I don't think they really want all the identities of all these people out there yet. Cassie's identity is out there. We already know that. But I don't think they want all those people's identities out here yet before the trial because they haven't even picked jury selection. They don't want the news to be spread out to where it's even harder to have jury selection and stuff on Diddy's trial. So again, you know what I mean? And you guys got to understand, all them people don't got to be prosecuted with Diddy. They can have a whole different trial for all his codees. They can come back after Diddy's trial is over with and come get all his codees and say, yo, we're going to do all y'all trial now. Now we're going to hit all y'all. We got him first, but now we're going to hit you. So they can do it like that. They don't have to put all them people with Diddy at the same time. That's why when people were saying like R. Kelly, oh, R. Kelly had a one-man Rico, man, I guarantee you R. Kelly had a lot of people snitching on him. I guarantee you he had people snitching on him. We ain't even got to talk about that. How much y'all want to bet on that? Did R. Kelly have people snitching on him? That's not even a question. So I'm telling y'all he had people that was giving profits on him. So, you know what I'm saying? People that may have been close to him, around him, just so they didn't get caught up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, shit, I think Diddy know he got to go for it now. You know what I'm saying? He just got to go for it. And here's the thing. What I'm worried about is that they said that they're not going to sequester the jury. That's real dangerous in a case like this. You're going to let the jury get up and go home every day? You're not going to sequester that jury? Shoot, to me, you got to sequester that jury. This is that type of case. It's a major case. When you got a major case like this, you got to sequester the jury. I think they're making a huge mistake not sequestering the jury because they're going to be worrying about jury influence as far as what they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody go say, oh, well, they was watching everybody go talk down on Diddy. So they automatically had bad thoughts on him. Man, listen, bro. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. It's going to be hard to find 12 people in there that haven't heard nothing about this. I'm telling you. It's going to be hard to find 12 people. Then you're going to have to find people who, you know what I'm saying, all those questions, you're going to have to find the right people that match all those questions. Have you ever had anybody in your family had something like this happen to you? Does this affect you? Have you ever seen any of this on the news? Have you heard of P. Diddy? What are your thoughts on, man, listen, bro. Jury selection going to be a mofo. I'm going to tell y'all what Diddy going to try and do, though. He going to try and get mostly black men up there on that jury. I'm telling you this. I'm telling y'all what they're gonna fizzle out. They're gonna fizzle out white women and black women. I'm telling y'all this right now. To me, that's what his legal team is probably gonna try and do. They're gonna try to X out as many white and black women that they can. To me, they're gonna want mostly black men on the jury. I'm telling y'all. Trust what I'm telling y'all this. You know what I mean? Why do I say that? They're not gonna want no women over there because they probably gonna feel like women gonna be more sensitive to this subject. You see Cassie get on stand, she gonna be pregnant, and she gonna be testifying how this dude beat her down, and they gonna be showing that tape, and Cassie gonna be crying. Man, it's over with, bro. You know, and they know it. That's why Diddy got 5 female lawyers. He know it. So, I mean, and then what are those females gonna do when they trying to shoot down Cassie's story? Imagine what those females are gonna do. Cassie probably gonna tear their ass off right down the stand. You know what I'm saying? Imagine, because that's what's gonna happen. Diddy's smart. Diddy's sending females to deal with the female. He ain't gonna have no male up there looking like he talking down on the female. They're gonna use the females to question Cassie and them other females. I'm telling y'all this. And they're gonna get his female lawyers to try to tie Cassie up in every way possible and to get her to basically admit that this was a personal consensual relationship and that, you know, she willingly and by herself did these things to herself and it wasn't forced and this, that, and the third. I'm telling you, bro. I can see how this whole situation gonna play out. And so I'm telling y'all gonna see in court how this whole thing play out, bro. It's gonna be crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. They say they got a new documentary coming out, man. Or overseas documentary coming out. That's crazy, bro. I'm gone. Subscribe to my other channel, man. I'll pin the link at the top of the comments. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.